Well, it is another playoff week, and it is a playoff week where I think this time we can get excited. Welcome back to another episode of Simulation Gaming Digital Reality's Perfect Draft Genesis Series, episode number 47, closing in on that 50 mark. Well, guys, it is Saturday. It is one day before the playoffs, and let's check in how our team is doing. Are we still in first place? I don't know. I haven't checked it out. We are still in first place with, again, a fairly good lead, 85 and 53. I have to say, in all the episodes up till now, other than winning the gold championship, spoiler alert if you haven't watched that episode, this is probably my most gratifying season because we've been in Diamond before, but we haven't really done anything in Diamond. We've kind of teetered on relegation and staying, but by far, this is our best overall season because it's the highest level we've been in and it's the best record in that level that we've had. So we are 6-4 in the last 10 games. We've lost our last 3, a little bit concerning. Willie McCovey is third. Our Willie McCovey actually tied for second in runs batted in, and our Willie McCovey is second in overall combined WAR. We are second. We slipped to second in runs scored. We were the top in batting average, so our hitters have fallen off the pace a little bit. Let's see if we have improved our base running with the slider adjustments. Yeah, our base running is a little bit better. And again, we're doing fairly well in diamond hitting categories. Our pitching's not bad. Strikeouts not as much. But otherwise, yeah, I'm really happy with our overall look into the league. All right, our pitchers. Last time they were all above 500. We are all above 500 again. One addition, I did complete a mission for one Vida Blue. Again, one of the goals is to finish off the build a lineup missions. Those are, again, in your collect missions tabs. You can sort by build a lineup. And these are the priority ones that you should be working on finishing because these cards are really good cards. All of them. All of them will play up to the diamond level and many of them will play into the perfect level. So although there are many missions that you can complete, I would focus on the build a lineup, and I've just finished the Vida Blue one. So he's been in our lineup a few games now. He's got a 4-1 record. 2.05 ERA. So as of now, he is a really good addition. Notice I have him as a follower because I have a righty built ballpark. So I want a righty bullpen guy to start the game as an opener, whether it's Rob Nen or R.A. Dickey, and then I want Vida Blue to come in after the first few innings. So again, it throws off the opposition a little bit as they think they're going to face a lefty. And so they'll put in their best righty hitters. And again, fool them, let them think that a lefty's starting when in reality, no, it is a bullpen guy, a righty starting. So that seems to work for me, at least so far. Although Vida Blue has started some games, maybe the AI is not picking up on my programming like it should. But yeah, he's pitched generally about 7 innings per game. And again, done fairly well. So good stuff, Vida Blue. Added you before this segment. All right, our hitters, how are they doing, you ask? How is the captain doing, Hank Aaron? Well, our war guys, Hank Aaron is second. We have Willie McCovey first, Paul Hines. I love this card. Very underrated, very cheap card. I keep telling you guys, if you can afford a Paul Hines, when he is on the market, you can probably get him for about 28,000 perfect points. And he is someone that can do really well against left-handed pitching. He can do okay against right-handed pitching, but as your center fielder, really good to have. His defense is good as well. If you've watched my tutorial series, you kind of get an idea of what kind of defenders you should build around. 5.3 ZR, can't complain with that, and an average of 305. So, who else do we need to be concerned about? Nomar is a minus war, so is Fred Carroll. Not really concerned. A lot of times these guys are just kind of utility guys, or they have good defense. Nomar doesn't have good defense, has a negative ZR at shortstop, so we don't want him playing short a lot. Might have to tinker with the lineup a little bit. No pun intended. Joe Tinker is our main shortstop. And here's another guy, Joe Tinker, probably one of the top 3 shortstops so far in the game. Really good defense, really good range, hits the lefties fairly well, and his defense, a 14 ZR. Really good card, but an expensive card. I was fortunate to pick him up on the market at a time where his price was a little bit lower. But right now, Joe Tinker on the card shop, if you were to pick him up, about 96,000 perfect points, which again is a lot of change when you're a free-to-pay player. I've only got 12,000 perfect points built up right now. I think I paid about 75,000 for him. So yeah, he's gone up in value because not a lot of good shortstops have come out since he came out. So yeah, he's one of the top guys. All right, that's kind of all I wanted to show early on a Saturday where we are in playoff contention, doing extremely well. As always, let's end off this segment with a few packs. Let's go with maybe 10 or 11. One of these days, we're going to hit that really ultimate card. Peaches Davis, not bad. He's about, yeah, I could easily get about 600 for him on the card shop. But he is not a duplicate, so I'm going to keep him. So that's a really good card for a silver guy. David Hernandez. The historical silvers for you new players, these are the ones that you can sell the most, or at least the best value when you sell them. Like, look at this one. I could probably sell him for 2,000 perfect points. But again, because he's not a duplicate, I'm going to keep him. The reason why these cards are more valuable, 1, they're kind of tough to pull. 2, they're used in missions. And 3, if you enter silver tournaments, they become really good cards to have to help you win those tournaments. All right, let's see if we can get us our, yeah, we got a gold. We're hitting a lot of historicals. I like that. Can we get a gold historical? Nope. It's a duplicate. Probably not worth a lot. Nope. Worth the bare minimum, so I'm going to sell him right now and get that 1,000 perfect points. Because, hey, 1,000 perfect points for a card that doesn't really have a lot of value. Plus, I got a silver. Is it a duplicate? Let's see. It is a duplicate. What is he selling for? A little bit more. So I'm going to list him right away for 300 perfect points. Let's go a little bit less than what the lowest one is right now. So yeah, as you open packs, you can kind of hover over the cards, see if they're duplicates, right click, see if there's any value in it. Not a lot of value in this one, so I'll just hang on to them for now. And remember, in a few days, or by the time you watch this, it might have happened already, live players are either demoted or boosted levels based on their real life performance. All right, nothing new coming up. Oh, another gold. Good. Can we get a platinum this time, please? No, but we get a future legend. Those are always valuable cards as well. Look at that. Lowest one right now is 12,000. Again, good to have for your missions. I don't own it yet, so I'm going to keep it, hopefully for a mission. So yeah, we're hitting on some not cards that we can play in our lineup as a Gladiator, but cards that we can either sell for perfect points or keep for submissions. All right, it's another gold, a third one to continue our gold streak. Another duplicate, probably not worth a lot. Nope. So here's another card that, before I forget, just going to sell them right away. Get those perfect points. All right, so let's keep going since we seem to be on a little bit of a roll. 2 more packs. Again, want to save most of my packs for the big release of good cards, which hasn't happened in a while. So let's call for a 71 silver up in the corner to end off this pack opening, and it is a 67. All right, that's it for this segment. We'll see you in a few seconds and update you during Playoff Sunday. Or maybe late Saturday night, we'll see. It is Saturday evening after the season is done. 2037 is now in the books, at least the regular season. We are off to the playoffs. Well, are we off to the playoffs? Last time we checked, we had a pretty good lead. Looked pretty safe. Haven't checked yet. I don't know where we are. We will find out in just a sec. But again, as I mentioned in the first segment and last episode, new cards in packs as of Thursday. Here are some of them that you see on the screen right there. But if I were you and you had some packs, I'd hold off. Don't use them yet. Wait until the Extravaganza set comes out, whenever that may be, where it has a lot of potential high value players. This last set, not so much. And again, keep trying to complete those missions, the build a lineup. Those are the key players you want to get, especially at the lower levels. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Where did the Gladiators finish in Diamond? Well, look at this. That means we made the playoffs, and that means we won our division. Here we are, the AC West, 92-70. Whoa, we went on a slide. We were 1-9 in the last 10 games, but we still hung on to first place in the division. Overall, looks like we were second in the AC, and we were about 4th overall in the entire league. No team looks like they ran away with it. Again, the wildcard teams in the NC, pretty similar record to us. And in our AC conference, some tight records. Yeah, some tight teams close to us as well. So this is going to be a crapshoot. There is no team that stands out as being the for sure thing. So as we saw in the playoffs, we are going to be facing either the Dallas Skyline Sluggers or the False Hustle. And depending how we do, there may be 1 or 2 more segments to this episode. Again, the top team, the winner, goes to Perfect League. Only 1 team advances. So if we lose, we stay in Diamond. If we don't win the whole thing, we're back in Diamond again. This has been our best record ever in Diamond. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. I want to win this thing. Let's see how we can do. Looking at the final regular season standings, our pitching stats, I'm going to go with a 4-man rotation in the playoffs. I tend to do that because, again, we have the availability of off days, so we only really need to go with our top 4 guys. And I do have, again, mainly a righty ballpark, but Vida Blue, perfect Vida Blue, is too good not to have in the starting lineup, so he is going to come in as a follower for either Rob Nen or Andy Messersmith. Start with the righty and then come right in again with the lefty in a couple innings. So we have a WAR of 3.9 for Kevin Brown. He was our top pitcher. Remember, Vida Blue came in late in the season, so his WAR is not going to be as high. It's going to be 1.2. And he only had 13. He only played about a third of the season. Our bullpen, again, we have Tug McGraw as our high leverage stopper, perfect 100 Tug McGraw, and then a tandem of Gordon, Face, LaRoche in the bullpen, with LaRoche being our lefty specialist. In terms of our hitters, how did they do? Well, war-wise, Willie McCovey ran away with it with a 5.2 war, 35 home runs, 115 RBIs. Yeah, he had a wonderful season. 300 was the average. Paul Hines, the second war, 3.2. Again, he plays only against the lefties in a starting role, and he finished with a 311 average. So very good season for him in a limited role. And our captain, Hank Aaron, with a war of 3.0. So home run wise, Willie McCovey, Hank Aaron, and Giancarlo, top three. And RBIs, McCovey, Aaron, and Minoso was up there with RBIs this season. All of them are 100, 100, 100. All right, let's take a look at the overall league standings. How did our players do? Well, Willie McCovey was second in home runs. Hard to beat. That guy right there. Tough to beat them. Probably the best hitting card in the game as of now. Our Willie McCovey was best in on-base percentage, only player to break 400, and on-base plus slugging. He was the top guy at 986. So we see our McCovey in a lot of places there on the leaderboard. Stolen bases, Cool Papa Bell amongst a group of 4 Cool Papa Bells. They are going to tone down the running on the high base stealers as of Monday, so we'll see how that affects that card. Pitching leaders, we have our Mort Cooper, 17 wins. Don't see a lot of our guys on the leaderboard here. Mort Cooper, third in strikeouts per walk. And that's pretty much about it. Our Mark Pryor, 240 opponent average, pretty good. And 43 shutdowns by our Tug McGraw. Look at this, all McGraws. I guess that's the guy you want for shutdowns. And even our Tug McGraw, even though he's our closer, had 25 holds. All right, as we always do, let's see if we can get someone for the playoffs here. Wouldn't it be wonderful to pull a Jackie Robinson? Yeah, that would be awesome. Don't think it's going to happen, but let's pull 10 packs, see if we can get something that's going to help us for the playoffs, or something that might help us finish a mission off. Not a lot of quality yet. Again, haven't got a lot of the Platinum Series 2 cards. I would like a few of those for my collection. Let's go 4 more packs, just in case we have a quick lineup adjustment because of a high quality perfect card. Last pack, going with a 82 live, bottom corner. Come on, OOTP. We got a diamond, hey, and we got a 70 platinum. Wonderful way to finish. It is a Mookie Betts. He's going to be sold for perfect points because I don't think he'll go perfect at the end of the month. So I don't think I'm going to hang on to that duplicate. Let's see what he's selling for quickly. Well, people are willing to pay up to $5,000. So let's do that. Let's put in and give someone a gift that put in a buy order of $5,000. There you go. Just made 5,000 perfect points. And again, good quality platinum card to go in that pack too. That's it, guys. We'll see you during the playoffs. Go Gladiators. Go Gladiators. Go Gladiators. Come on. This is our one chance to go to Perfect League. If we can win this playoffs match, we need to win 1, 2, 3 of them to win the World Series. But again, it's tight. A lot of the teams have very similar records. if we have a year where we can do it, this could be the year. All right, we'll see you in a few seconds. It is Playoff Sunday. We are at that moment in time where we're going to check out how our Gladiators are doing in the Diamond Playoffs. It's about 8 or 9 sims into the playoff series, but first, want to show you that the Gladiators were successful in their very first win of a tournament card. Yes, the Gladiators were in a daily double perfect yesterday, and as you can see, our little logo, actually now a bigger logo, made it all the way to the finals, where we lost by a couple runs to the tireless Lumberjacks. That is the first time that I have been able to acquire a tournament card. Those ones that when you're drafting have the little trophy in the corner, which tend to be pretty good cards. And this one was for a Frank Smith, I believe it is. Let me just quickly check it up. Yes, a Frank Smith was for second place. So this is the card that I have won. Probably not the best card. He's going for around 25,000 perfect points. Might be a good guy in the bullpen, a ground ball pitcher, which I like. And yeah, I will take that free card all the time as a free to pay player. Top plays, if I could have made it to the last game successfully, I would have won a Dick Allen. And I already have Willie McCovey, perfect Willie McCovey. So this probably wouldn't have been a useful card other than I could have platooned him with Willie. Willie against the righties and Dick Allen against the lefties. So he would have made the roster and played a platoon role. So Frank Smith in the bullpen or Dick Allen in a platoon situation. I would have rather had Allen, I'll be honest. I wanted to win this tournament. But I wanted to show you that, again, as a free-to-pay player, if you watch my tutorial series, you can earn high-level cards for free just by entering tournaments. So get into those tournaments, play them as much as you can. You get 2 of the perfect draft tournaments every day, I guess, as long as there's openings. As you can see, most of them fill up pretty quickly. Or you get 3 traditional free tournaments at any one time, which don't tend to fill up quick. You can get in those real easy. Those tend to be for packs or points, whereas the dailies tend to be for cards or a higher amount of perfect points. All right, wanted to show you that because I found that exciting, and I always consider this our team. So hopefully, if you've been following the series for a long time, yeah, you'll kind of say, hey, way to go, Gladiators, on getting your first tournament card. And now to the real core part of this episode, the Diamond Playoffs. And in the Diamond Playoffs, we are facing off against the False Hustle. Now, False Hustle is a really good team. They've won 2 Diamond Championships already. And when we look at their lineup, they have a perfect team lineup. This is a lineup that can do very well at the perfect team level. I think we are playing the best team in the league this year right now. Derringer, Royce, Ames, Tannehill, all expensive, high-profile players. And then in the bullpen, they got all the best guys you could have, pretty much in the bullpen. So really tough competition in terms of their hitting lineup. Again, they got all the top guys. They got Brooke Robinson, 100. They've got Arky Vaughn at shortstop, Jackie Robinson, McCovey, Lou, Tinker. If you asked me to pick any cards I wanted to build a lineup, 95% of this team's lineup would be the lineup that I choose. because I've been trying to plug away as a free-to-pay player, and maybe False Hustle has too, I don't know. But based on the players they have, they've either been really lucky in pack pulls, they've done a lot of tournaments and been successful, or they've bought using real money with perfect points. So this is going to be the underdog of underdogs if we're able to defeat them. And if we look at the current standings right now, I'm hopeful. I'm shocked going up against that lineup. But right now, the Gladiators have a 2-1 game lead, and it's a best of 5. So we'll see. We'll keep you updated and let you know how we're doing. But right now, if we win one of the next 2 games, we make it to the conference championships. But again, we're facing what I think is the best team in the league. So we'll see you again in a few seconds for the next update. And while we're waiting for the main team to sim, thought I'd show you how our other team is doing. If you've been watching the tutorial series, there are 9 episodes so far. We have been using the Gym Unknown Blue Jays, who entered the entry pool a couple weeks ago. And this is a team that I've kind of revolved around the tutorials. How are we doing? We are in the playoffs as well in the Rookie League, because again, we just created the team a couple weeks ago, and currently right now we are in the semifinals. Yes, so we got a bye into the division series, and now we're into the semifinals or conference championships, where we will face off against either the Knights or the Honkers. So we swept our division series, and because we make the final 4 in the Rookie League, when you get there, you will find that only 4 teams are promoted. So in order to be promoted to the next level, you need to make the final 4, which we now have done. Remember, this is a free-to-play team. This is a team that we've built up through the tutorials that I've covered in those 9 episodes. So if you want to build a team like the Gym Unknown Blue Jays, we have finished 123-39. Just blew away the competition. And again, using some of the tips in that tutorial series to gain an advantage over the other new teams. And we've been able to acquire perfect Larry Walker, perfect Willie McCovey. We have a perfect Max Fried, all from those tips that I went through. And again, haven't paid a dime for any packs, haven't paid any money to buy perfect points. This is simply going off what I believe are successful ways to build a team, whether that's tournaments and getting free packs, tournaments and getting free perfect points, opening packs and getting good fortune sometimes, or using perfect points that you win to buy players like Willie McCovey. So Willie McCovey, I did not finish the mission for him because it was cheaper to pick up him off the card shop. However, Larry Walker was one guy I did complete the mission for. He was a little cheaper to complete. So again, you got to pick and choose where you want to improve your lineup. We have some decent pitchers. These guys aren't going to play well probably in gold and beyond, but for where we are, they've done really well. So I thought I'd give you an update on our tutorial team, the Gym Unknown Blue Jays. Well, the 4th game against the False Hustle has simmed. I haven't checked the results. We are going to watch this live. We're going to watch the highlights, see how we do. Worst case scenario, we go to a game 5. We'll see. Can we pull off the biggest upset that I've been involved in this version of the game? So we have Jerry Royce on the mound for False Hustle, and we have put in Mark Pryor. Unfortunately, we have kind of our worst starter in this game, but that's the only option I had. When you're a free-to-pay player, I can't afford the Jerry Royce or those big name players. So let's see how we do, if we can manage to pull this upset. Here we are in the top of the first, no one out, just going through kind of the key highlights. We'll see where that takes us, and our first strikeout of the game. Next up, Willie McCovey at the plate, 1 on. Third inning, here's the pitch. McCovey grounds out into a double play. So again, we're scoreless into the third inning, and now let's head off and see how we do in the bottom of the third. 2 out, 2 strikes. Mark Pryor pitching to Gehrig. I don't like the looks of this. Here we go. Here comes the pitch, and Gehrig hits one up the middle, which is going to score a run, and the Gladiators fall behind 1-0. Expect it. We're going up against a really good team. So the Hustle have a 1-0 lead. We are now going to face off against Brooks Robinson, the perfect Brooks Robinson, one of the top 5 cards in the game. 2 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch, and that one is hit up the middle. That is going to bring in another run, and it is 2-0. We are facing a big lineup. But I wanted to show you, sometimes I like to show you the highlights of these key games, and this is a very key game for our franchise. Heading now to the top of the fourth, we're down 2-0, 2 outs. Jerry Royce on the mound, Stanton at the plate, no one on. Here's the pitch, and Stanton hits a deep center, going, and it is gone. We have tagged Jerry Royce and scored our first run. Go Stanton, hustle. Oh yeah, he is hyped, he is ready. He's saying this game is not quite over yet. So we brought back 1 run into the game, but now we are facing Larry Walker, the perfect Larry Walker, 1 on, no one out. Pryor still pitching. Here's the pitch. It is up the middle, which is going to move the runner to third base, and an error on the play. So now we have tough situation again. 2 out. Top of the fifth. So we escaped out of that inning. Willie McCovey at the plate. Runner on first. Jerry Royce still on the mound. Here comes the pitch. McCovey swings and lines it down the right field line. Moving to third base is going to be... Oh, here comes a play at the plate. He rounded third, not in time. Willie McCovey ties it up with a run-scoring double. It is 2-2. Still in the top of the fifth. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Gabby Hartnett at the plate. They're keeping Royce in. Here's the pitch, and it is a pass ball. And we get on base every way we can. Wild pitch, not a pass ball, so that is on Royce. And now we have runners at the corners. We have Minnie Minoso at the plate. Here's the pitch. No balls, no strikes. Swings at the first pitch, and it is up the middle. That is going to score a run and move runners into second and first. McCovey scores the go-ahead run. The Gladiators are up 3-2. Move to the bottom of the fifth. I don't like this. Gehrig's at the plate, none out. Pryor still on the mound. Got a little juice left, and that is down the first base line. That is going to be a double for Gehrig. He's a scary player. I did not want to face that card in this series. So, runners on third base. Full count. Here we go. Pryor still in the game against Richie Ashburn. This is the pitch of the game so far. Ashburn takes a walk. Well, that's going to bring in, hopefully, a pitching change. We've got Pryor still on the plate. Edgar Martinez at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch, and it is hit into right field, and a easy play, deep right center. That was scary. That could have been a big inning for false. But we're heading now into the top of the sixth. 2 out, runner on second. Nolan Arenado, a undervalued card, and he hits it deep to left center. That is gone. An unexpected home run by Nolan Arenado. Look at him run. He has had his juice today. Wow, that is a 2-run shot. Still early in the game. But wow, that is coming from an unexpected player. All right, it is 5-2, bottom of the seventh. We have full count on Jackie Robinson. Zach Britton in the game, runner on second. Here's the pitch, a shot that is handled by the shortstop, but no play can be made. That is scary because it brings the tying run up to the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runners at first and third. Edgar Martinez facing Tom Gordon, one of our bullpen guys, and that is a shot caught by our right fielder. We escaped another close inning. We now head to the top of the 8th. Full count on Nomar. Here comes the pitch. No one out. And Nomar is going to hit that one down the right field line. That's going to drop in front of the right fielder. He takes first base. No one out. We have a runner on board. Stanton at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch, and he hits it down the left field line. That goes to the wall. Stanton hustling away. Must be tired from that other home run, and that is going to score a run with a double. Oh no. Nomar is at third. So now we go to the bottom of the 9th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. McGraw on to face Brooks Robinson. Here comes the pitch. Can this be the upset of all upsets? And he strikes him out. The Gladiators have defeated probably the best team in the league and move on to the semifinals in Diamond. Wow. Whoa. Totally unexpected. I showed you the team that we were facing, and now we await Beijing and McNoosh in the semifinals. I don't know what to say. We'll see you in the next segment. As we await the winner of the other quarterfinal match, we will take a quick little look at what our lineup is like. I did make 2 little adjustments. I don't like to make huge adjustments, especially when you are winning, but there were 2 I felt I needed to make. And you can only make changes of bringing in different players between a series. You can't do it during a series. It doesn't let you. So I brought in Frank Smith to replace Rob Nen. Now, Rob Nen is a really good bullpen guy, but this year he was over a 5 ERA, giving up, multiple hits in a game, runs, and Frank Smith is a recent card that I won. And these tournament cards tend to, for the most part, do fairly well. And I do like the ground ball pitcher aspect to him. So I'm going to use him as an opener for Vida Blue. Because again, I've got a righty built ballpark. So the opposition sees a lefty starter and they're going to adjust their lineup for that. And then I throw a righty at them off the bat. Again, might not make a huge difference, but that's one little change I made in terms of our pitching staff. The other change I made was, and this was a little tougher one, but I did remove R.A. Dickey and Rob Nen. So I short-staffed myself one pitcher, because in the playoffs you do get those off days for rest. So I figured, hey, we don't need as many pitchers. Let's bring in another bat. And the bat that I brought in is an old favorite of mine, the Platinum George Sisler. Mainly against right-handed. Now I also have Willie McCovey, but he's not as good against the lefties. He's better against the righties. So I do have Willie McCovey and Sisler as my two guys at first base. McCovey's still going to start against both because he's stronger against the righties. But I'm going to give Sisler the odd game. Every 3 games he's going to come in and he's going to be my number 1 pinch hitter. I just felt that in a crunch situation, bringing him in with the contact that he has, decent power, good gap power, he might be a guy that can give us that little bit of a boost that we might need in terms of our offense. And as you can see, he's hit pretty well when he's been in Diamond before, 279 a couple years, and in Gold he's done extremely well. So let's see who the Gladiators are going to face in the semifinals. Both are going to be really good teams no matter who we face, but I've had my victory. We beat what I think was the best team in the league. We are off to face the Brigade, a BFF team, which I think is kind of a little league that they have with different, advice that they give each other. I'm not quite sure what that is, BFF, but we are going to face them. Let's take a look at their lineup, because why not? This is a major accomplishment for our franchise. Well, it's going to be tough. 4 of the best pitchers in the game. Pretty good bullpen. In fact, really good bullpen. I don't think it's as strong as the last team we faced. And in terms of their hitting, what are we going up against there? Once again, the premier players, although still not as strong as that last team. So again, in that last series, we faced False Hustle. We are now taking on the Brigade. They have all 100 players other than Edgar Martinez. Strong hitting team. Similar to False Hustle. Really similar. But I think False Hustle still had a better lineup. So we're facing off against the Brigade. I don't know if they've won championships. They've won a rookie and a silver. So they are gunning for their first high-level championship as well. Going to be close. I think this won't be a sweep either way. I think it's going to go 6 or 7 games. I'm hoping the underdog Gladiators still have enough left in them. We'll see how it turns out. Here we go with the last segment of this episode. Again, we made the Diamond Playoffs, and when you make the Diamond Playoffs, you got to dedicate some time to it. So that's why this video ended up being fairly long. I would like to have logged on and got the trophy flash screen, but we did not get that. So that means that the Gladiators are not taking home the Diamond Championship, and you see that we lose in 5 games. And then they lose in 7 games. Oh no, they win the championship in 7 games. So congratulations to the McNoosh Brigade, who came from the wildcard team, win in 5 games in the division finals, take it in 5 games in the conference finals, and then win a close 7-game series against the New York, they might be Giants. So congratulations, they will make it to the perfect league. They finished with a 90-72 record, a little bit less than what we had, but I am glad we finished basically 3rd in Diamond 355. That is quite an accomplishment. I am really happy that we made it as far as we did. I didn't think we would progress up Diamond that quickly. Again, I would have liked to have, taken home the championship, but we would have got creamed in Perfect League. We have nowhere near the team that's needed for Perfect League. Our victory was winning in the Division Series over what I thought would be the team that would win it all. So we did good. We did well, guys. Little pat on the back. And thank you guys for watching and following the series and celebrating the successes like this one. This is a success. And, kind of drowning our sorrows in the failures when we get relegated, as we have a few seasons. So we look forward to 2038 and what that might bring. We will be back in Diamond, hopefully in the same league, but sometimes they just randomize it and put you wherever they want. Hopefully we'll be as competitive, but this was a huge victory, winning in 4 games. Can't stress enough how beating a team like this in the false hustle, with a team like this, with less than half of the roster perfects, and we are able to knock off probably the best team in Diamond on paper. So we're able to do that. Again, small little victories. We can't end off without opening a few packs. Let's open up 10. Maybe the OOTP gods are going to reward us. Well, they have right off the bat with a gold card. Will it be someone we can use? Nope. But again, it is 1,000 perfect points, or if he gets promoted next week, we might get 4,000 perfect points. Again, Diamond, much better. What do we got rolling in? Do we have something to be happy about? 4,000 perfect points. So again, 1 gold, 1 diamond, few historical players. Still haven't hit that big one, waiting for that opportunity. We get another platinum card, a 63, and a Jack Crooks platinum. I like this card. Really good eye, really good defense. Selling for, we could get 4,400 right now, but I'm going to keep them just in case there's some missions coming up. So that is probably the best card of the poll so far. Let's go for a couple more packs, another platinum card. Finally, we're getting some platinum pulls. One more pull, let's go for a 90 live diamond right up in the middle. In fact, I'll call a Verlander. 90 live Verlander right in the middle of the top row. It is a gold, and it's going to be a future legend gold. Don't have this one yet, so going to keep it. Worth probably about 5,000 perfect points. Good for the future legend missions. Well, before I end off, let's take a look at our tutorial team. Why not? Let's log on to the tutorial team and find out how they did. As I showed you earlier, the Gym Unknown Jays did make the playoffs in the Rookie League. Let's load up the game, see how they did in the playoffs. Did they go further than the Gladiators, or did they get knocked out in the playoffs? So we are up against the Wolves, it looks like, in this game here. Let's go to the finals and find out that, whoa, we didn't get the pop-up screen. I thought maybe we lost out. There you have it, guys. The Gym Unknown Tutorial Blue Jays, in their 3rd season, have won the Rookie League. That deserves an air horn. That deserves 2 air horns. So, as you hopefully have watched the tutorial series, you guys have all the hints and tips and strategies that I use. We have won the league in the 3rd season. I will take it. I probably won't pay a lot of attention to this team moving forward. If we have success, I will notify you guys in an episode. I will let you know. And I still have one more tutorial video to make. You can bet that I'm going to show this off in that video. That's it. That's a long episode. the longest one I think I've put together so far. Let's end off with the Gladiators of the Year in 2037. We made the Final Four. Here are your Rocky Mountain Gladiator Players of the Year. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful couple days until the next episode. It's a great day for baseball. It really is. Final Four and a championship? Yes. We'll see you next episode.